Reddick in the 45, surging ahead of the 11 of Denny Hamlin. The draft will be important. You see some getting out of line, some getting in line.
Terrific look at Chris Gabehart as he's watching his driver, calling him into the pit stop for Denny Hamlin, who said his car just got way too tight the longer they ran. And a moment ago, Billy Scott told Tyler Reddick, his driver, who's led every lap to this point, we're about 15 laps from pitting. That would be 8 laps from now. Steve, what do you think about this call by Chris Gabehart?
Well, I think it's going to bring a lot of guys in because at this point right now, you've burned the exact amount of fuel that matches the amount of time for 4 tires. So as we see Chase Elliott, Larson, when the tires are done, the jack drops, the car leaves. You don't have to wait on gas. If you ran longer, you would have longer pit stops, Marty, because the fuel required to fill your car up.
Chase Elliott, penalty on pit road.
Yeah, blend line infraction. Steve, tell us what was going on there, why he got that infraction.
So it's interesting because you have to use the warm-up lanes through turn 1 and turn 2, which I think Chase Elliott did. The argument might be that he actually entered the racetrack itself once you get to that second white line. If we back that up one more time, between the 2 corners, there's 2 white lines on the racetrack. One is kind of the top of the access road. The other one is the apron of the racetrack. Marty.
Well, Steve, this team has been flawless on pit road for a long time. They got a speeding penalty for the first time in 90-plus races last week, and this is what Alan Gustafson wants clarification on, Steve. Right here, he wants to know, was it when we came up in the center of the corner? And right now, they're telling him it was in turn 2. That's where your blend line penalty came from, but Alan Gustafson still wants to talk to officials to understand why that happened.
We see the 11 on this, the final lap of stage 1, and the gap has closed now. Here comes Larson in the 5. A playoff point on the line if you win the stage. And great entry through the turn 4 turn for Denny Hamlin, and he'll come to the green and white checkered flag. Denny Hamlin is going to win stage 1 at the Brickyard. Denny's first stage win here at Indy. In his 6th stage win already of 2024.
2, 1. Gonna be green, green, green here. All 2 by 2. Still all 2 by 2. Still down there, 84. Here's the middle. Middle and 3. Middle and 3. Clear up, 1 inside. Still lined up inside with the 9. He's at your quarter. Push the 10 if you can. There's a gap out the front, lined up bottom.
All 2 by 2 here. Watch this 3 wide ahead. Inside still covered.
And the caution has come out. We saw the 15, and it looked as though Cody Ware had a tire going down. Sure enough, the carcass is now off of that car.
Yeah, another flat left rear. We've heard the 17 has had a couple of these. This is another Ford. And then the actual tread of the tire finally comes off, putting debris everywhere. This is something we've seen in Indy before. We've seen wear issues here, but we've also seen left side tires. Lower air gains more speed, but you can't get too low.
And we've seen blocking at this racetrack in every form of racing. And right here, Joey Logano got blocked big time by Bubba Wallace, and that almost got big right along with Joey. Well, it's a good thing he lifted.
Yeah.
The good thing he came out of the gas. It was going to get ugly. Yeah, I bet Joey had some words.
That's the only chance he gets. That's bullshit right there. Copy that. Back in your rhythm.
As they come back to the green flag, and we're back underway. See, Chase Elliott got out of line there in that 3rd line as Kyle Busch. Steve, you said the goal was to get out in front and go as hard as you can until you have to come to pit road.
We heard Denny Hamlin. No, I'm sorry. It was Chase Elliott in his interview said, well, you just want to be the front of your strategy. Oh, man, big wreck.
Oh, and hit again.
Oh,
that's the 24 of William Byron. A.J. Allmendinger in the 16 involved as well. Here's how it happened.
Oh, somebody got into the right rear of
Looked like the 22 potentially of Logano behind him.
It looked like there was two
or
cars
12,
two cars or three cars three wide. Let's take a look right here. You see, oh, you're going to see it right here, the 21, 41, and 24. So the 41, if we back that up and watch that one more time, the 41 is trying to get three wide between the 21 and the 24, trying to make it three wide. I don't believe Harrison Burton or William Byron knew that they were three wide. This will be a great look right here.
Oh, they're hitting each other there. So he's in his right rear quarter panel. You're right. It was just everybody, three cars. Here you go. Here's a great shot of it, Steve. So right, stop it right there. Stop it right there. So the 14 car, they are touching those two cars, the 24 and the 14. They're hitting each other there. And still contact. And here comes the 41. And he makes contact. It's just those three cars trying to go in the same spot. But it started with the 14 of Briscoe and Byron making contact.
Bubba Wallace in the 23 on the inside, and it's the 9 of Chase Elliott that's actually on that outside of row 1. And back up through the gears they go as they go 2 by 2 down the front stretch and into turn 1. Good run by the 9 of Elliott as he goes into turn 2. But Wallace surging back on that narrower line. Now a drag race down the backstretch as they get ready for turn 3. Big run out of the 11 of Denny Hamlin.
At the end of this regular season, it's going to be gloves off. It's going to be fun for all of us. It's not going to be for these guys. It's going to be pressure filled. And
again, Bubba Wallace will get a playoff point for winning the stage, but more importantly, if he doesn't go on to win the race, he gets 10 stage points. And with him being in the position he was in below that cut line, those are very important. Bubba Wallace is going to win stage 2 here at Indianapolis. 2 by 2, and the final stage is underway of the Brickyard 400. Great restart for Denny Hamlin. And here comes the 47, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And if Denny's worried about fuel, when does he start saving? Right now?
Well, I think you need to run a couple laps and let everything get strung out and see who you're racing with, because you're concerned about these guys in the back. You see the 77 teammates from Spire side by side at the bottom. Joey Logano pops down there, I think, as well as Blaney. That's the idea. So if you're good on fuel, we saw smoke on the 19.
And the 19 into the wall. It looked like the left rear tire went down.
Contact with Larson.
Oh, and another wreck behind him. The 4. Josh Perry gets into the wall.
Yeah, see, watch down the back straightaway. They're all contesting this spot. Larson trying to make a move here, contact, and then right here, that puts them 3 wide. Chastain tries to roll behind them, and the contact's there with Larson. I don't know.
I think the 1 car all the way back that hit him on the straightaway, I believe the 19 now has a tire going down. Unless that's the contact with the 5. I don't know, because there was contact with the 1 earlier.
Yeah, I think that this wreck is because of the contact with the 5.
It's never good when we have to dissect which contact caused the wreck.
Yeah, see, he's in there, and he's got good pace. He's able to keep pace, and then there's contact here. Right there is contact. And that gets him up the racetrack.
Yep.
And now he's along for the ride. I'm not sure tire's down.
Yeah, so he said the 1 car,
yeah,
so I was looking
at the 1.
Well, I was looking at the Chastain, but I'm with you, Jeff, right? And then the contact that we saw was with the 5. Then the 4 kind of gets turned around.
Chase Briscoe making up row 2, and green flag back in the air.
That was a great launch by the 11 car, Denny Hamlin.
Oh, and into the turn 1 wall early. The 22 of Logano and the 24. It can't be the 24. 84 of Jimmy Johnson.
A lot of 3 wide guys blocking. It's 77.
The 12. 12 was sideways. Looks like he hit someone.
Yeah, but watch right here. See that in 3/4 of the way back, Hocevar in the middle trying to make it 3 wide. They're coming to the corner. Everybody's got to start slowing down and trying to get to their line. Blaney doesn't know he's there, pinches him off.
That's Ross Chastain up here on the front row with John Hunter Nemechek on the inside.
Nemechek has his hand out the window, see him waving. He's wanting Bowman to see that, to know when to go. That way he can push him. Here comes the push.
And the 5 looks to the inside in that 3rd row on the inside lane. Not able to do anything with it. And a big launch for Ross Chastain on the outside of row 1. He takes the lead in the Brickyard.
And how about Alex Bowman in 3rd? What a 3-week stretch. The big win at Chicago, a great run last week, and here he is again.
Another tough situation for the 19 of Martin Truex Jr. He was trying to roll. You can see the left rear tire is down on that 19.
Yeah, he was about 3 seconds off pace, you know, after that damage. So car just wasn't right. Ended up rubbing the left rear and cutting it.
It'll be 31 laps to go. Keselowski in the 6 drifts up the racetrack in the short chute. He takes the lead. And here comes Blaney.
Zane Smith in that 71 car, he went to the bottom and got in front of the 11 car.
Coming out. Oh, we've got a caution that comes out. It's the 8 of Kyle Busch.
And you heard a radio, max save, max save. I can tell you that could have been anybody in the top 20 on the radio about saving fuel.
Kyle Busch was running 6th. Now with the caution coming out, there's going to be overtime. So Keselowski, we weren't sure if he was going to make it to 160 laps. Now there's going to be more. Let's ride along.
Oh,
contact with the 11.
Oh, it's been that kind of year. Kyle Busch just cannot have anything go right. See how low he enters? See his car coming up the racetrack?
6 is close, and he's out. He's out. So the 5 moves forward into the front row. It's overtime, presented by Credit One Bank. Blaney on the outside, Larson on the inside. Green flag back in the air. 2 laps of racing in Indy. Who else is going to run out? And a wreck in turn 1. The caution comes out. There'll be another restart.
Yeah, for the 4th time today, we've seen a big pile up on the restart.
John Hunter Nemechek involved in the 42. Oh, there's Denny Hamlin, who had just come to pit road. He's involved.
Guys, are you okay?
Watch this. See, Nemechek came down the racetrack. Hemrick was there. Big impact. Gosh, those are big wrecks.
Nemechek glanced off that inside, the barrier in between pit road and the outside wall.
Yeah, see, here comes Hemrick. And, yeah, he just, you know, Hemrick couldn't get slowed down like Nemechek expected that he could. They were on corner entry as well.
Going on to pit road, Larson in control, Blaney on the outside. The second overtime, it'll be 2 laps. A great launch for Larson. Reddick way back. Here comes Blaney on the outside. Larson easily by Blaney. And you see Blaney wiggling. Does he have enough fuel?
Now can Larson hold off Reddick? Oh!
Spinner on the back stretch. And is he going to make contact? He does with the inside wall. We'll see if he continues to roll. They stay green. If that car will continue to roll.
Oh, he's trying to roll.
That's Ryan Preece, and he is trying to roll, but he's got a flat right rear tire. Out of 4. Will they see the white flag? Larson in front. Reddick running second. One more time around. And the 41 still isn't moving.
I don't see any way NASCAR lets them race by this.
And there's the caution. Larson's going to do it. Larson is going to win the Brickyard 400.
We get back to the line.
Pre started to roll. He couldn't continue. The caution comes out after they had received the white flag. And Kyle Larson gets his 27th career victory. And it comes with another crown jewel win. The Brickyard 400.
Think about the month of May that Kyle Larson had here trying to run his first Indy 500. The fans here absolutely showed him tons of love. Every time he'd come to pit road, they'd all stand up and cheer.
Brickyard 400, baby, hell yeah!
It didn't work out for him on that day, but it has today.
Good job, guys. Good job.